going and turning everything down. Okay. I don't know how this audio is sounding, but I want some drum and bass this morning, so we're doing it. I like having these blue pens to choose from. Is that showing up clearly enough? I think so. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna like zone out to this space that I'm making. I feel like there's always this relationship with the bottom right corner. I'm not sure why. I think it's because my hand starts here, so it kind of gets stuck going over. You know, I'm kind of constantly like moving everything back to like I'm always bringing my hand back to that bottom corner, and that's why it like develops because there's no real like origin point for any of these. Um, so it's really interesting seeing how some of the like design of these images is like so physically dependent. It's like a part of my body, the reaction, the space that I see and perceive in. And that's why I don't reorient my page that much. Like I might turn it slightly, but it's not I'm not like flipping it over. This feels weird to me. It like looks wrong. It doesn't look like what I'm trying to like pull out. It becomes something else when my orientation to the page shifts. I think it's interesting too because I always know like what side is up or like what's going on in the image. Like I always know like how I relate to this space. And like how close some of these things are for me or to me. I wonder if I started trying to draw in like positions that make me feel a little awkward, like stress out my muscles, see if there's like a way I can counterintuitively create marks. I'll try that. I'm gonna just like try to imagine space that I don't actually have the physical capacity to engage with, which is like this upper left hand corner of the page. I don't physically feel comfortable up there. I wonder how loud this is. I'm just gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up my Twitch stream. Why? It doesn't let me like actually. Okay, there we go. It doesn't let me like actually. Okay. So we're turning up the music. We'll see. Because I want this to be like a drum and bass morning. This drawing is a drum and bass drawing. It's like I can hear it, you can't. It's fine. It's kind of there, but I think it's only coming through my microphone, which is funny. I've got to get through the delay, and then I can hear it, and then I can know it's fine. Okay, cool. It's we're functioning, I believe. It's crazy how much this picks up. If I'm not talking. Okay, we're going back to lo-fi, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my audio. I've never like listened to it in that way, but it's okay. This is a decent playlist to use, so we'll stick with it. I wanted the drum and bass though. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to like utilize uncomfortable space in this drawing, like uncomfortable placement of my hand, and see if that affects the way I make decisions when I'm responding to each mark. It's not something that I do very often, and that's why they all end up with this like focus in the bottom right. A lot of times it takes time to like understand what the drawing is doing. Sometimes, like, once space starts to visually fill up, it becomes less uncomfortable for me to work in it. I'm not sure if that's like a physical or a mental response. Like, is it because I'm seeing something and it gives me reason to focus on that area or reason to, like, interact? Right now I'm turning down the music slightly. I can't tell. This microphone, I think, gets really weird when I move it around. But. Okay. Just organizing some stuff, and Kira's on the phone, so I wanted to give her space instead of being broadcast across the world. Yeah, it's interesting because the type of information I like perpetuate in the drawing is, you know, it's really dependent on like what kind of marks are in that one area. So if it's like little marks, it kind of feels like um, it could be a like seeing something really far away or really close, or maybe it's telling me information structurally about something else. And that structural or spatial information then dictates how I use my hand the rest of the drawing. So these kind of like shorter marks, maybe I see them as like something that I need to map out more. So I start kind of like building an area with kind of feeling for things, feeling for directions. Uh, I just had lunch and it was great. We have this like Rouse tomato sauce and some vegan cheese by this company called Forager, which at first we weren't sure about, but it was like pretty decent um, for the like baked ziti kind of style meal. Um, it's like cultured cashew cheese, so it's really there's not much that can go wrong there. Although we have this other one that's like super sweet, which is weird. It like melts like cheese, so that's a benefit, but yeah, it's very strange. I've heard yawning on stream is a bad idea. Just make everyone else yawn. Pass on my fatigue. It's like so nice out though, the brightness here. Um, I'm excited to maybe go for a walk in a bit. We were gonna go to a library because my printer is out of toner. I was using it a while ago to print these books. Wait, let me go get one. To print these books, which I'm excited to share with people. But I ran out of toner like halfway through printing them. I have about like 15, so it's like a run of, yeah, it's a run of like 15. And I just like bound them. They're just a bunch of paintings I've worked on and things like that. This is kind of where I started like really diving back into some of this abstraction that I have gotten into. These are all paintings of my hand holding stuff, random things. And there's just such a variety of like ways you can perceive your space and your environment. This is a bust of Ira that I have. Ira is a friend from long ago, also a model at my undergrad. And yeah, that's the book. It's the artwork series compilation 1. Yeah, I have a bunch of them if anyone wants them. You can buy it from me on Instagram. But yeah, it's fun to make your own books. It's fun to bind your own books and to like kind of try to compile something that looks nice. These are not well bound, but they're fun to create. Exciting. I downloaded the Division 2 demo yesterday. It's like been out for a really long time, but I really wanted to play it for a while, and I might give that a try later. What happened to my light? I think cloud cover just took away all of it. But I have this like bay window here, and it just is constantly affecting my production of these. I can see fine, so it doesn't really affect me artistically or like procedurally, but it does affect you, the viewer. I'm using two different color pens because I kind of because I was doing that a while ago. I would pick two color pens. I got a bunch of these, which are like my favorite pens to use, but um, they came in like a variety pack of colors. I think I got 8 colors, and I just started using them to see kind of like what kind of like color combinations and like optical mixing can I create using a small pen point. So I really like ballpoint pens, but these are all like kind of inkwells. They're like Rotring type pens, but these are really nice to use too for drawing, especially if you like technical work. If you like technical architectural work and things like that, or if you just like writing with pens, these are my favorite to use. I keep one on me at all times. It took me a while to get started today, so I like posted a notification on Instagram, and then like an hour later I started streaming. But hopefully that gives people time to come here. But how is my battery so low? So this might end soon. Seems like my battery is completely dead. It's probably because I took so long getting ready. But I don't know. I'll come back on later and work even more. Okay, actually, I might pause right now and then I'll come back when it's charged because that makes